Well, sideways again. Sideways again. Um, Hello, everyone. How are y'all doing today? Let me get all my banners up here. Um, let's get that banner up. Let's get that banner up. Hello, let's turn on comments here for y'all so you can see each other. Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us today. I am here for now. Andrew is on his way. We're taking separate cars today because I will be going to my pottery class, and that will allow Andrew to be able to stay here and have a car available to him in case he needs to leave while I'm at my pottery class. So he's following behind. He'll be here in a little bit. We're gonna get things started. His foot is still hurting him a little bit from yesterday. If you were watching yesterday, Andrew hurt his foot while doing the live. So we'll see how well we can do today. He is having a harder time of it today. So we'll see. We'll see how today goes. But the best thing that you can do to help us out is to drop in the comments the things you're looking for. So this is a Total Request Live. We may have some more new people watching, or newish people, or people who have not seen a Total Request Live before from us, because we're going in the afternoon here and we get a different crowd sometimes. So Total Request Live is where we go live like we normally do every weekday, but we ask you what you're looking for in your stashes. So maybe you're looking for red beads. Maybe you're working on a project and you need some Givre beads. Maybe you're working on something and you need some large check glass beads. Whatever it is you're looking for, whatever it is you've been trying to find and maybe can't, or you're just working on a project and that's what you're looking for right now, drop it in the comments of this video and we will check our stash today, which is here in the bead room at Star Cottage Studio, and see if we've got it for you. If we've got it, and if Andrew's willing to let it go, which is always a thing. Sometimes y'all pick some really good stuff and he has it and he's not willing to let it go. But if he is, we'll give it a lot number. We'll give it a price, usually a really good price for you all, and we'll put it up for grabs. To purchase from this video, after all of that, once it has a lot number, you still have to send us an email. So send us an email with the lot number in the subject line to info@allegorygallery.com, and that's how you claim. It is first come, first serve. If you do send us an email, you're promising to take it if you win it. And send us a new email each time. Please don't reply to any old emails you may have from us, or invoice emails especially, because they don't even go to our inbox, they go to a separate system. So please send a new email each time, and that's pretty much it. So please start dropping in the comments right now. That'll help Andrew feel better about getting started. So drop the things that you're looking for in the comments. If it's something we looked at yesterday and couldn't find, you can still drop it there. If it's something new, drop it in the comments. Let us know what you're looking for and what we can help you find today. That'll get Andrew off to a good start. It'll make him feel better about things. When things start slowly, sometimes, when you can just jump into it, sometimes that helps him with things. So helps me too, keeps the energy up, keeps everything going. So let us know in the comments what you're looking for. If we find it for you, you don't have to take it, but we hope that if we do find what you're looking for, you will. But maybe it's not exactly the right thing. That's okay too. Just because you say it in the comments doesn't mean you have to grab it. But we do hope that somebody will find it enjoyable. And that's the other thing about this show. Just because you request in the comments does not mean that you are actually going to get it. You have to be the first to send us an email to claim it. So that's how all that works. All right. If you have any questions, if you are new, or if you haven't done one of these before with us, if you have any questions, drop those in the comments. Otherwise, the only way you can claim is through email. All right. That's the most important thing to know. You can ask us questions in the comments, but the only way to actually claim something is in the email. And the instructions for doing that are along here. Email is up here and also down here. All right. Or maybe it's up here for you. think it's up here. I'm reversed. Suzanne is here. Hello, Suzanne. Thank you for joining us. Says hello, everyone. Hope Andrew's foot is better. It is better than it was, but he does have a painful spot right now, and it's kind of on his joint. And so yeah, he's getting around okay, but he's still having a harder time today. Hello, Susie. Thank you for joining us. Um, Suzanne says, finished my cicada snake necklace, but haven't posted. Ooh, can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it. Susie says, I will watch for it. Nice. Marianne is here. Hello, Marianne. And he says, hop along, Andrew. That's pretty much what he's doing. That's pretty much what he's doing right now. Kimberly is here. Hello, Kimberly. Thank you for joining us. Marianne says, money for beads would be nice, right? That'd be nice for everyone. We wish that for you all. We wish that for you all, because then it comes flowing to us too. Abundance everywhere, right, everybody? Let's have the abundance everywhere. If you're out there, please say hi. I've got at least 10 people watching, and I know I don't have 10 comments here from 10 different people. So please say hi. Don't be scared. Say hi if you are out there. We love to hear from you all. It's really nice getting to know people on these lives. That's one thing I think we don't talk about enough. Sometimes people are afraid to say hi, and sometimes when you watch lives from other people, like our lives don't usually number in the super high hundreds of people watching. That's not who we are. Someday, maybe that would be nice. That would be nice. I'm not gonna lie, it'd be nice to have more people watching. But we're grateful for who does watch, and because we are a smaller group, we really get to know each other. And I think that's super important, because we call ourselves the AG Beat fam, and it is not just it's not just nomenclature. It is, we consider ourselves a family. We get to know each other. We get to learn about each other's lives. We get to, kind of really learn each other's style in creating and making things. And it goes personally. We know pet names, we know spouse names, we know anniversaries and birthdays, and we celebrate those times, and we're there for each other through hardships, and it's really nice. We started this, but this didn't come, this isn't just us, this is you. And I feel very fortunate to be a part of this. Because even though we started it, we're not those kind of people who are like, this is ours. Like, this is all of ours. It's not just Andrew's and mine. This is all of ours. This is beyond us. And I feel very fortunate to be a part of this group and to be here with all of you. And Mary says, send people silly cat pics, right? We do that. We do that. We check in on each other when we don't hear from somebody for a while. Anytime I don't hear from somebody for a few days or a week or so, I try and send out a message, and check in on people. And we don't do that to be nosy. We don't do that because we're like, hey, you haven't bought anything in a while. Where are you? It's really just out of concern to make sure people are okay. So it's that kind of family, I think. And I think um it's really fortunate that we get to be surrounded by amazing people like you all. And I think you all agree in that too. And so when we talk here on the lives, this talk is not, right? Like today, I'm waiting for Andrew. Sometimes the talk happens no matter what. So if you're new, this talk happens no matter what. But sometimes I talk to wait for Andrew, or Andrew talks to wait for me. But we always do the talk because we do feel that it's important to give time for people to talk to one another and, get to know one another. This is not just selling. I don't think it would I don't think people would like it. I wouldn't like it if we just got on here and said, okay, everybody, here's what we've got for you tonight, and flip the camera around. Um, maybe some people would like that. It would go a lot faster. Our lives would not last 2 to 3 hours. Um, and for some people, that's all they're interested in. They're interested in what deals do we have today and what things are we going to show, because we do show interesting things, I think, and we have things that other people don't. And some people tune in just for that. And if you do, I always suggest tuning in about an hour late. And that's about when we'll get started, probably. But I think this has to be more than that, um, especially in today's climate. Um, I think it's very important to get to know one another. I think it's very important to know that there are other people out there. We know some of the people who watch us, they spend a lot of their time by themselves. And some people are fine with that. Some people, that's where life has them right now. And this gives them a way to connect with other people. I think that's super important. It gives you a chance to learn who we are, um, because, we are a small business, and sometimes it's hard to really get to know a small business. Um, and sometimes, you're not sure if you can trust a small business, with things coming from all over today in today's world. Somebody may happen upon us, and they find us on a website, and it looks good. They see things they might like, but you don't know if you can trust who you're buying from. You don't know if these things are, being drop shipped to you from who knows where. And so I think it's a good chance for you all to get to know who we are, and to ask us questions, and to learn about our lives and what we're all about and what our philosophies are. And I think that's important when you're supporting someone. Sometimes you don't want to know those things, right? Sometimes it's better maybe not to know those things. But for those of you who want to, and really want to know where things are coming from, and who your suppliers are, and what's happening, um, I think it gives everybody a good chance to do that. Marion says, I do often come just for the social aspect. Good. That's fine too, right? Some people can't buy all the time. I can't buy things all the time. If I could, there would be a lot more iPads and computers. There'd be a lot more of that stuff around me all the time, because I'm kind of a techaholic. But I've had to curb that because I'm also a small business owner. Um, but yeah, we've done these lives where, we haven't done one in a while, but we do Let's Chats. And kind of the Creative Make Along have taken over for the Let's Chats, um, in a lot of ways. But we used to do a thing called Let's Chat, where we would just get online, and there was no selling that day. It was literally just to chat and hang out, and catch up with one another, and not feel pressure to have to buy anything. And that's kind of what the Creative Make-Alongs are now. And those happen on the next to last Friday of every month. It's coming up this Friday in 2 days, um, where we will get together on Zoom, and we just make stuff together. You can finish projects you're working on, just hanging out with friends. I find it easier to get things done when there are people around me. Um, I've always been that way. I we don't even have to talk. We don't even have to be in the same room, but knowing there's somebody around in the same house or the same office building helps me get things done. And so we created the Creative Make Along for those who want to hang out and make things together. We don't have a set project. It's very loose. It's not structured. You don't have to buy a kit to participate. You don't have to buy the project to participate. It's not like that. It's really just getting together on Zoom and hanging out and chit chatting and talking and making things together. So, I don't know if there are a lot of other businesses that are doing that. When we started it, there sure weren't. I don't know if anybody else has caught on since. But we come up with these ideas sometimes, and I think it's just nice to be able to share them with you all and hang out with you all in the ways that we can. And we are Andrew kind of wrote a post about that, and kind of our outreach and all that stuff that we used to do a lot more of. We used to have a podcast, and we used to do a lot more classes. And so we are evaluating, now that we're coming out of COVID. And I mean, you talk about that, but it is a long reaching, you talk about long COVID. Um, it was a long reaching thing for many businesses, and people still don't get together like they used to. We've seen that. It's starting to happen. People are starting to feel that urge to get together again, but it is not quite there yet. And so we are evaluating things that we can do, and kind of ways that we might bring some of those things back into existence, and make them better, or make them different, or make them the same, if they were things that were working for us. Book club was another one. So there was the podcast, there was book club, there were classes we were doing, a lot of video tutorials that we were doing. We're looking at ways at how we can fit some more of that into our schedules, so that we can do more with all of you and for all of you out there. And so, we're always trying to find ways um, to come together as a community and bring people together as a community, because that's what this is. This is not about selling stuff. We have to do that to survive. It's the only reason we do it. Andrew and I both don't care for selling. We love getting to know people and chatting with people. Um, but the selling part isn't necessarily the fun part. I like looking at pretty things and hope that other people do too, and they might want to take them home. That's as much selling as we do. We're not like the hard sell kind of people. We're like, oh, this is pretty. Hopefully you like it too and want to buy it, because we got to stay in business. But it's it's more about getting together with people. And um, I always talk about, if we won the lottery or something, it would be like these would just be chat time. Like we just hang out with you all and chat, and show you things, and probably do a heck of a lot more giveaways. If it, when I'm going to say when we win the lottery, when that happens. Kimberly says, I like to visit. Good. Um, Kimberly says, by the way, I tagged your channel in my unboxing that is posting overnight tonight. Oh, thank you. Thank you for letting me know, because I meant to check your channel to see if you had posted that yet. Sometimes we don't get the tags and all that stuff from YouTube, or at least I'm not tuned into all of that sometimes. So that's good to know. Thank you. I look forward to watching that video. Um, Hopefully it was a good one. Hopefully you were excited with the things you got. Um, Marion says, but the deals are usually very good too. We do try. We try and give you good deals. I think we try and give you, I mean, we try to give you the best deals we can, and I think they're a lot better than a lot of other places for the quality of the things that we have. Um, I think we could charge a lot more for a lot of the things that we send out into the world, but we're not in this. We keep saying that we're not in this, the selling, that it's not that important. We just need to make a living. We're not in this to be rich. Um, I'd like to retire maybe someday. I don't know about a retire. I'd like to um, maybe not have to do a live every day, or not have to push every single day, to keep things going. Maybe take one day a week off and not have to push on that day. But um, I think that keeping things low makes it exciting for everyone. I think it allows more people to enter into this wonderful world of beads and jewelry making. It lowers the cost of entry for people, and that's always been a very important thing for Andrew and me, because, we didn't grow up with a lot. Growing up, I was spoiled in certain ways more than Andrew. Andrew had a tougher time growing up than I did. Um, but, I had some family members who did help out, and, made sure we had the things we needed, especially. And my mom worked very hard to make sure we had what we needed. And we also got some of the things that we wanted to. And we were very lucky, my brother and I, that way. Um, but we still, when it came down to it, the things that we wanted, um, and sometimes even the things that we needed, had to be carefully chosen, right? Is this really a necessity? We were not a family that could just, willy-nilly buy whatever or just have whatever. It wasn't like that. Everything had to be carefully considered. Um, Many times we were told no, we can't, and I think that's, there's nothing wrong with that. But we know what it's like to have to carefully consider your the things that you do, and we know that not everyone has the ability to enter into whatever hobby or whatever craft or whatever thing they want to do at any time. And so we try to make sure that the cost of entry for people is not you know is not too high. um, it's very important to us that you know, uh, we try very hard not to be those people that are like, well, if you can't afford this, then you don't belong here, and because that's not right. And so we want everybody to enjoy jewelry making, no matter what their budgets. Um, we want everybody to be proud of the things they make. Maybe you can't afford this $600 gemstone strand. That's hard for me. That's when we get them wholesale. But that's we don't you don't need to make things with those kinds of things to feel included here. And I think that's what's important. Um, if you can afford, $2 or $3 strands of Lucerna bicones and you're making bracelets with them, we still want to see them. We want to show them in the Design Challenges group on Facebook. Be proud of the things that you're making. And the AG Bead fam will be there to support you. They're not going to look at you like, oh, look at what they're making. They can't make anything better than this. That's not who we are, because everybody starts somewhere. Um, and I think it's important that people feel comfortable being able to start wherever they can start. When I was growing up, sometimes, I admit sometimes I was embarrassed of the things I had or the things I didn't have. There are two sides to that coin. You can be embarrassed of the things you have or the things that you're only able to afford. And right or wrong, that's a feeling sometimes people have. I look back on it now and think it's silly that I was ever worried about that, but sometimes we are. And that can happen to us, I think, at any stage in life. And so there's still a part of me sometimes that I'm like, oh, I wish I had something better than this, or you know I wish I had that instead. And we don't want people to feel like that when you're making things. We want the creativity to flow through you, and we want you to use what you are able to use and feel proud of the things that you can make and learn the techniques and have fun doing it. I think that's the important thing. Vicky is here. Hello, Vicky. Let me catch up on these. Excited for the make-along, says Kimberly. Me too. I love the make-alongs. I don't always make things. I'm gonna try. I don't think I made anything last time. I'm gonna try and make something this time. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'm always coming from the store and like speeding home to get there in time, which I just realized I'm going to have to. I have to fit something in between that, maybe before that, we'll see. Anyway, I'll make it happen. Sandra's here. Hello, Sandra. Thanks for joining us at Sweet Pea Gemstones. Um, Sandra says, I like when you did the lives with you working, not that you would respond. It's like you said, nice to be working along with other people. Oh, yeah, the work with us. Um, the work with us on YouTube, we would just start the live up and we'd be working in the studio or working, sometimes I'd do dye sublimation or whatever we were working on and just have that running, and you could just work along. And it's just kind of noises of other people working sometimes feels good, I think. And we haven't done one of those in a while. Andrew, he doesn't quite get them because he's not that kind of person. He'd rather have an audiobook on and be by himself sometimes, which we can't have the audiobook or the music or any of that when we're doing those. But we did find some music that we can start playing, I think. So that's a thing. But yeah, the work with us, I think that's what we called them, work with us on YouTube. I like those a lot because I like to have other noises of people around me when I'm doing things. So I think it's kind of nice. Marion, it's the same for my family. Yeah, we didn't all grow up with tons and um, tons of money or advantages. And, I think it's important that we remember that. I never want to get so big. I mean, I do. I want to get so big. I got to watch my wording here. I want to grow. I want to expand. I want Allegory Gallery to become huge, but I never want to forget where we came from. Um, I would love for us to grow and expand and be able to do so much more. Uh, I'm reading a lot and watching a lot about manifestation, and I have to watch my words because I say these things. I don't want to get so big that I forget. I just don't want to forget. I want to get big. I just don't want to forget where we came from and that other people are in that stage sometimes in their lives. But I'm allowing myself to grow past that stage. How about that? Um, and I wish the same for all of you if that's what you want too. Kimberly says, "Oh, I'm always excited. I have the big box here that I still need to open. So there will be another unboxing soon. I'm hoping my website Halloween items are in this box, but I have not had a minute to open it yet." Yeah. Yeah. I can't remember, to be 100% honest. I can't remember what's in that one or not. So, hmm, sorry, I wish I could tell you. I can look it up for you if you need me to. Most likely, anyway. I try and keep pretty good notes. Um, do, do, do. Oops, my screen just jumped. Sorry. Suzanne says, "I hope everything is okay." With what? What did I say? Everything's good. Everything's good here. Marion says, "And I like Lucerna bicones." I do too. I think they're really pretty. Um, and I've had some fun making some bracelets and things with them. So yeah, yeah. Um, let's see here. Uh, ba, ba, ba. And sorry, I'm just trying to get an update on Mr. Andrew. Looks like he's on his way. So that's good. He'll be here pretty soon. And make sure I shared this. I think I shared this everywhere. Please hit that share button, y'all. Oh, I just realized I need to do this too. So what are you all doing out there? How's your day going? What's going on? Sorry, as I there we go. Just working on a few cleanup things. Marianne says I share it. Thank you. Yes, please share. Please hit the thumbs up. Please hit the like. Please hit the love. All those good things help. The more comments you make, we have found that comments are the key. The more comments people make during the lives, the higher the numbers go for people watching. Comments seem to bring the people in, right? Um, for whatever it is. I think that the algorithms. I think it's especially true on YouTube. That if you're watching on YouTube, the more comments you make, the more YouTube seems to open that up to showing our video while it's live to more people. Likes help, of course. Shares definitely help when people share and other people see our things. But comments on YouTube seem to be a big indicator of um, how many people are going to tune in. The more comments we see coming in, usually those viewership numbers go up at some point after we start seeing comments come in. So please comment. I know I'm always trying to like grab comments from you, pulling comments from you, but there's a reason for that. It is so that we can maybe make some new friends, we can get new people watching. Um, which helps our business. It helps us sell more things when more people watch. And, you know, getting some new people who've never met us before helps them find us. You never know what that can do to our bottom line, what that can do to the AG Bead fam. Get new awesome people in, making things gives inspiration to other people. So comments are great. Kimberly says, I'm just working and watching. Nice. Me too. It's so weird to think so. This is my work. This is what I do for work. Um, it's kind of amazing. Um, we're very fortunate, I have to say. I'm excited to go to my pottery class today. I worked on some things. I have no idea how they're going to turn out. I don't even know if I'm going to get them back today, but I worked on some new things last week, and I'm super excited to see how they turned out if they've come out of the kiln this week. They may be blah. I don't know. I use some new glazes that I haven't been using. I mostly use a glaze called a Celadon, and the Celadons are very transparent. So you can see my little lines and squiggles and all the geometric things that I make through those glazes. But this time I use some that are more semi-transparent. Or not as transparent. So I'm excited to see what happens and how that works out, and if I did enough layers of things, and we'll see. But I'm because if those work, then I've just opened up to be able to do more things with the kind of things that I'm working with. So I'm excited about that. Sandra says, I think of growing up, it was hard. My mom was very creative in cooking, etc. My dad worked so hard too, and his commute was awful. We only know now, right? Yeah, a lot of things as kids we didn't realize. I know, like looking back, I know how hard my mom worked and how worried she must have been anytime bills came in, or um, it was time to pay the mortgage, or, you don't think about those things as kids. That's just taken care of by your parents. And if your parents, um, I don't want to say if they're doing a good job, because I don't think people should hide things necessarily. But, you know, the fact that we as kids didn't understand maybe how hard it was or how much we didn't have, I think is a testament to how hard my mom really did work, and kind of sometimes the stresses she was under. And sometimes you only see that looking back. And, I give her lots and lots of credit for that. And I love her a lot. And she really, she made sure that my brother and I always had things, even if she didn't. And she was creative in cooking. And, we had a lot of pasta and chicken nights. But there was pasta and chicken, right? Like we joke now about eating I mean, it's not always a joke. Sometimes we eat ramen for dinner. Um, but my mom, we never had ramen for dinner. It was, there was always something that was pretty healthy. She'd get chicken breasts and make pasta, and have cheese and usually vegetables in it, or vegetables as a side. And um, even if it was something like that, it was always something healthy. My mom always tried to make sure we had healthy food, and we always had enough. I don't know how she did it sometimes, because sometimes I feel like we can't do it for ourselves. But she did it for herself and two kids. Uh, and that's pretty amazing. And like Sandra said, you only know looking back, right? When you're in that situation, you didn't realize how hard it really was. And that's a testament to, how much our parents care, I think, sometimes. Marianne was up early, played my usual games, watched YouTube, and had some napping. Had my main meal of the day before the live, so nothing special. What was your main meal? What'd you have? Kellyanne, hello. It says first time here. Well, welcome, Kellyanne. Do you go by Kellyanne or just Kelly? And where are you from? Where are you located? We are in Ligonier, Pennsylvania right now in our studio, and our store is in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. After being here in Ligonier for 13 years, we moved it to Johnstown last year. So, and we ship all over the world. We do these lives. We start by chatting like this, like we are now. And then normally we show you things that we have already picked out. and there's 30 to 40 things that we normally show you with good prices, and you can claim them by, the directions are following here. You claim them by sending us an email. But today you get to claim, or you get to choose what we show you. So if there's something you're looking for bead wise or jewelry making wise, put it in the comments. Nobody has put anything in the comments yet. Andrew's not going to have anything to start out the day with. So start putting them in the comments, y'all. I've been doing a lot of chatting, but that doesn't mean you can't drop them in the comments. Kellyanne says, I'm from Ohio. Nice. Well, welcome. Ohio's our neighbor, right? Marianne says, my parents shared most things. Yeah, my mom kept a lot to herself, I think, 'cause she didn't want us to worry. But there was I think there was already a lot going on with my dad and with things like that we already knew. So I think she didn't want to add to it, which I think is good. I think that was good, especially with me having anxiety. It would have been even worse back then, earlier in my life. Suzanne had eye doctor. Eye doctor is this morning. All is well. Oh, good. Good. I think I need to get my one eye checked. It's starting to get, I'm getting that. I have to start looking like this at things. So the close-up vision is not as great as it used to be. So I might need to get some kind of reading glasses or something like that. Oh, I heard the door. Sounds like Andrew's here. Sandra says going to McDonald's was a treat, which is funny now. Yes, that was like the big, if you could go to McDonald's, that was like a day. That was a fun day, right? It is kind of funny now, but that was a big thing. Hello, Andrew.
Hey.
How are you doing? We got people watching. We got a new person, Kellyanne from Ohio.
Howdy.
Marianne had eggs, bacon, potatoes with onions. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds good. Suzanne says, I can't stay the whole time, so I'm not commenting. You can still comment. You never know. Marianne said there was no McDonald's around us when I was a kid. We did have a great diner or two in town that were reasonably priced. Yeah, going out to eat in general was a big deal for our family. That was not something we did all the time. So that was a treat for sure. Sandra's looking for 6x9 labradorite. 6x9. Those are interesting exact numbers. We'll see what we've got. Vicky's looking for hand or handprint beads, but no Hamsas. Okay. Marianne says, I do like a dinner of breakfast foods. Me too. Gotta love the breakfast foods for sure. So what else is everybody doing? I mostly talked about what we're doing. Don't forget Creative Make Along this Friday. Kellyanne, if you want to hang out with us on Zoom this Friday, I don't know if you caught that part of the live here today when you tuned in, but Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, we are going to get on Zoom and we make things together. So it's called our Creative Make Along, and you can hang out and work on projects, maybe clean up your studio space or just hang out and chit chat. So that'll be on Zoom. We'll drop the link in our Facebook group. That's Allegory Gallery Design Challenges on Facebook. We also have an event set up already. There's events on Facebook set up for every one of our Creative Make-Alongs, so you never forget what day they're on. So you can go in there, and the links are in there already. It's a reusable Zoom link. So it's the same link every time. If you have it from last month or the month before that or the month before that, you have the Zoom link to join us on Friday. And it's about 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. You can pop in anytime. That's one thing that we get questions about a lot. And some people say, I never joined because I was going to be late. You can pop in at any time. There is no, you don't have to be there at the beginning or you can't join later. Join us at any time. We'll be going for about 2 hours. And if you can just catch the last half hour, that's okay. but you can hang out with us, and that's where we actually get to see faces. We get to see your faces. You don't just get to see our mugs here. You get to see everybody and hang out with them, and it's a lot of fun. Um, we usually have, upwards of probably 10 to 12 people. It's not a huge hangout, which is kind of nice. Everybody gets to chit chat and talk, and there's not so many people that anybody feels left out. We'd like to make it a little bit bigger. It grows a little bit, I think, every time. Um, and we just really started doing it in earnest this year. So yeah, I think it's going to be fun. Hopefully you all join us on Friday. How's Andrew over there? What you working on? He's counting things. He's counting things. Of course he is when I ask him what's going on. So how's everybody doing? How are you all out there? I've just spent a lot of time talking about us and my things, my thoughts. So how are you all doing? What's happening? We started another show last night called Emily in Paris. And I don't know if any of you have watched that or not, but it's I think it's by the same director or producer. But it's
I picked it.
That's why you picked it. It's pretty cute so far. And we're having a fun time watching that because we finished our other show, Younger, the other night. So we started Emily in Paris, and it is also on Netflix. That it was taken from another channel.
I think it was always on Netflix.
Oh, was it always on Netflix? Because it's an MTV thing too. Which I just realized MTV is no longer a thing. Andrew told me. So who knew that? I didn't know that. But yeah, we started watching Emily in Paris, and it's been cute. Let's see. Marion says the diners we used were for treat days and rarely involved a meal, but the milk bar made amazing milkshakes. Nice. Milk bar. Isn't that something in New York? That's what I thought. Marianne says loved Emily in Paris. Yeah, we just started it, so we just got a few episodes in.
There's a new season coming.
I didn't realize that. I thought it was an older show again. Well, that's good. There's a new season coming. Who knew? So that's good. That's fun.
How many bicons did
Vicky?
Vicky need?
180, I think she said. Vicky, you're watching today, right? How many bicones did you need? Was it 160 or 180? That's what Andrew's over there trying to count out. See if we've got it for you. 3mm.
Can you get the caliper?
Yes, sir. Whoop, there you go. Oh, it's sticking to me. 180, says Vicky. 180. So, keep dropping things that you'd like in the comments, and we'll try and find them for you once Andrew gets this all sorted out, and we'll start looking. Marion says our milk bar was a local place. I'm sure the name was used by others. Yeah, there's a big place in New York, a well-known place called the Milk Bar. But yeah, that's what that reminded me of. But I figured it was not the same thing.
Their claim to fame was those naked cakes, and then desserts that were cereal milk flavored.
Oh, I remember that. They used cereal milk, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
The dessert.
She had this thing called the crack pod, but they ended up having to change the name.
So, yeah. So what's everybody else doing out there? If you're out there, say hi. We've got upwards of 20 people watching right now. It's floating up and down. But say hi if you're out there. Let us know.
You keep grabbing the ones that's not 3mm.
When do you keep grabbing? 4s?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
because that one's a little bit more common of a size.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember what I have at the shop, but I don't think I have 180 of anything. But I can check. I think we sell them in bags of 60, and I thought I had 3mm, but I don't think I have 3 bags of any one color. And she needs all the same color. Yeah. Well, we're gonna get started soon. Oh, Susan just joined us. Hello, Susan. Some late to the party as usual, but hello all. You're not too late. We're still chatting, hanging out.
What did y'all need?
So what are y'all looking for? So we had 6x9 labradorite,
I think I have that.
hand or hand print beads, but no hamsas. And so far, that's the only things people have asked for today.
Okay. All right. So I have some bicones, S-word bicones. I'm gonna try not to run around as much today because my foot is kind of hurting today. So I don't want to be running around and then hurt it somewhere.
No, definitely not. Oh, Susan Siegel just said the Susans are arriving. Hi, all. It is funny. You often do arrive together on the lives. I've noticed that. Or at least you say hi at the same time. Susan Surreal and Susan Siegel.
Is Susie watching?
Susie is watching. I don't know if both Susies are here. I know our neighbor Susie is here. I don't know if Susie Wyatt, Gesundheit. I don't know if I saw Susie Wyatt here today yet. Oh, Diane's here. Hello, Diane. We missed you yesterday, Trepanier. We missed you yesterday. At least I don't think you were tuning in. I didn't see your name pop up. Hopefully all is okay. No, people are starting to come in. We've just been chatting. We took separate cars because I am heading to my pottery class, and Andrew has things to do here at the cottage while I'm away, so he could stay here in case he needs to run home. So we're just getting started, really. Andrew has some S-word bicones he's going to start showing. S-word, for those of you who don't know, that's that Austrian crystal. We can't say the name because sometimes it gets
Take your video down.
Take your video down. They have really strict copyright. I know other people do it, and we're so small it probably wouldn't matter, but you never know. They're starting to do more. YouTube is starting to do more transcripts of things, so I think it's going to be easier to search for things like that. So yeah, Diane says just a bad day yesterday. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I know you've got a lot going on in your life, and I'm sure things like that happen, and we're sending you good thoughts anyway. Anytime we don't see people, we always, hope for the best for them. So I'm going to flip the camera around, and we're going to see what Andrew has to show us for the bicones. All right.
So what else?
Hands. Labradorite. The 6x9, very specific. I don't know that we have that, but you never know what we'll find. Let me flip this camera around.
Pretty sure we don't have that.
He's like, I'm pretty sure we don't.
You never know, but I'm pretty sure.
Why is this camera? Did I use a different camera? This feels different. Did I use the wrong camera? Yep, I did use the wrong camera. Okay, there we go. All right. All righty. Okay, I'm going to move my chair because I usually prefer to stand. Andrew can sit. He needs to over here. Susan just came back. Another eye doctor just came back from the eye doctor. I think Suzanne was at the eye doctor too. That went well. And a quick lunch and a stop at the local indie bookstore. Now home. Did you get any good books?
I don't know about the indie bookstore.
I know. I wish we had more indie bookstores around here.
The one that's near the closest one's not very good.
No.
I don't mean that. I mean, I have more books than they do.
Yeah, they've turned more into a
Crafts,
craft store consignment kind of place.
which is fine, but
Yeah, a lot of bookstores have had to do that to survive, add more and more things. The one in Somerset was nice. We stopped in.
yeah, but they have mostly books that I get on Audible.
Yeah. Andrew's like, read that one, read that one, read that one.
And I don't usually collect those books.
But that means they have good taste as far as we're concerned.
Good books. I go through those like potato chips, so it's harder for me to justify. So I have a very specific kind of genre of books that I'm looking for. So
Yeah.
that I'll actually want.
Yeah.
And they exist, those bookstores exist, just not anywhere near us.
I know.
Which is probably for the best.
For our pocketbooks for sure. But yeah, it's bead stores and bookstores independents are having a hard time of it right now.
We thought about having a store called 3Bs. It'd be books, beads, and beverages.
Yeah, we almost did something like that at the beginning. 3Bs. He was gonna do the little triangle of bees together.
Kind of like that button that we showed yesterday.
Oh yeah, it actually does look a lot like that button we had.
All right. So you're gonna have to run around more today, I think.
I can do that. That's okay. You got stuff for me to grab over there?
I need a triangle and a.
Let me see. I think I have a triangle at my desk. One moment, everybody.
Yeah, so we thought about that, but I don't want to get back into food service, to be honest. Though we thought about having a little cafe here at the cottage. I think if we were gonna try to have people come in, that probably would have been like the best idea.
What do you need then?
A little bag.
Little bags.
I think I might have it. Here you go. Maybe.
Let me just.
There's ones over there. What else do y'all want? The dealer? Formal. Here's this.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna hand you something.
Okay. Let's see here. Marianne says, I read mostly ebooks these days. Susan says, you guys should open a cat cafe. Oh my goodness.
You know what that means is so much cleaning of litter boxes.
Yeah, it does. To keep that fresh. We've been to some cat cafes and
take the paint off the wall.
So yeah, sometimes they're not as fresh as you would think. So this is the first lot.
They're cute though, and it would encourage my pet hoarding.
Let's not encourage pet hoarding. Oh, let me see. What numbers are we going to use today?
Anyway, Gertie has betrayed me, so.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So that's how that goes. You think you know somebody, and then you don't.
These are YCT, your choice today lots. YCT1. How much are these, Andrew?
$12.
$12 only. That's a cheap price. For how many?
That's 180.
180 S-word crystal. And these are 4mm, right?
They're 4.
Yeah, 4mm bicones. YCT1. Again, if you'd like to claim The way you claim, take down this lot number, YCT1, put it in the subject line of an email, and send that email to info@allegorygallery.com. First come, first serve. That's how we do it. You can only claim via email. Oh, we got a request via email. Someone is lurking for pearls. Any specific kind of pearl or just pearls in general?
You can do that one. I don't want it more specific.
You don't want any more specific. Okay. We'll just look for some pearls. YCT1 has just sold. Thank you so much. Susan says, I got The Enchanted Greenhouse and The Story of Witches. Those sound fun. Good spooky time reading, right?
I mean spooky time. Say any time.
That's any time. YCT2. What you got for me?
Pearls. I don't know if it's all tangled up though.
These are some vintage pearls. Marianne said Halloween reads.
How about
Andrew says anytime reads.
You want these nubbins?
Ooh, I like these nubbins.
How long is this? You may have to tie the end of that.
Yeah, it's kind of caught up here. That one's tied. This end is not tied so well. There we go. This is a 12-inch strand, maybe 12.5-inch strand of these coin pearls with the little extra nubbin pearl. I think these are cool. We've got a request for 2mm S word.
I don't know if I have that.
We'll have to see. I don't know what we've got in the shop. How much are these pearls?
I don't know.
Wait, do that again. Oh, because I was gonna do.
About $20.
Andrew's pricing I was gonna go.
These are nice though.
They're very nice. I was gonna go 36 on these. So
Not a full strand. I know that the pearl prices have been all over the place with everything going on. We had a pearl vendor, and they said that because of all the tariffs, they're not bringing in new pearls. They're just working off the pearls they already have imported.
we've just sold YCT2. Those are sold. Thank you so much. Andrew's pricing did it there. How much on these ones?
$12.
$12. These are nice quality pearls coming up for $12 as well. So this is about a 14, about a 14.5, 15-inch pearl strand. And these are just a really pretty white pearl, beautiful color. Beautiful rainbows in there. And these are approximately 7mm by, they do vary in length, but about 10.5. YCT3, $12 for the strand. Let's see here. Susan Siegel said, I just introduced someone to the Jelly Plate and had fun playtime making prints. That's nice. I was just asking somebody the other day if they were doing Jelly Plate printing. I think they were at the witches thing the other day. They were talking about they were doing collage work and stuff. Somebody just tried to buy 2 again. Sorry, that one is sold, but 3 is still available. Marianne says, yes, truly anytime reads, but it is spooky season. I was watching a video for mystery recommendations. Nice. Susan says, Smokey is demanding my full attention Then he gets it and decides he doesn't want attention. Gertie does that to me a lot. She comes up and gets real close to my face, and
Usually when you're trying to pay attention to the other cat.
yeah, usually when I'm paying attention to someone else, and then she gets real close, and then when I start to give her loving and attention, she backs away. And then when I ignore her again, she gets real close. So cats, right? They be like that sometimes.
Oh well.
Oh well, Andrew's feeling left out because Gertie is not giving him attention lately. We did just sell YCT3 as well. Thank you so much, everybody. So far, these are all sold.
How about I give you some things as filler?
Yeah, give me some things.
Because otherwise,
We're just gonna be waiting for requests.
it's taking me a minute.
Yeah, he's got to sort some. So I got some filler over here too. I can show some things too.
Yeah.
What you got for me? Oh, these are nice.
How about these ones too?
Okay, we've got some filler stuff here for y'all. Not requested, but still some pretty stuff.
Sometimes people always request it though.
All right, everybody, let's see here. Let's see what we've got. Let me cut these off the strands. This is really pretty. These are some vintage check. In case you didn't get enough of that recently, right? We did a lot of vintage check, but
This is not from our buying trip.
this is not from the buying trip. This is from our collection. And we're going to give you good prices on these. Susan says that's how this guy is, right? Cats can be like that, says Marianne. 2 of the 3 cats are currently napping near me. Loki is, as usual, is in the closet. That's cute. Look at these vintage check.
Gilbert loves me.
Gilbert does love you. He gives you so much love and attention. He sits with you every night. He makes you sit with him.
Annabelle, she sits with him.
YCT4 has just sold. Even Tallulah comes over and sits with you.
Yeah, she's alright.
He just doesn't appreciate Tallulah as much.
I still remember when she stole.
She's a thief. 4 has sold. Sorry, we only got the 1. It is sold out. YCT5 are these AB finish. What are these flowers? The tulips? Maybe? Anyway, beautiful.
Those are tulips.
Tulips? I think so.
Those are double AB.
Double AB tulips, $7 for the strand only. That's a nice long strand of those. 10-inch strand, 1 strand available.
Those are extra rainbowy.
Yeah, they are.
What else do people want? They said they want labradorite.
Hands,
Hands.
2mm S word.
I don't have any 2mm. I have some 3mm. I don't have any of 180 of anything, I don't think.
Okay. YCT6 coming up. Are these only $3 for those? Look at those AB little beauties. And these are about 6.5 millimeter. Faceted, I don't know what shape you want to actually call that. Maybe faceted roundish. They're more like a lantern. Oh, I thought that was an email. It's just Xfinity. It's like they seem to send us an email every time we're live. It's like they know.
They're like, oh, you're using the internet.
You're using the internet a lot. Let's send them an email. Wonder if they do know that. We've just sold 6. Thank you so much.
I think there's 140 of these, and they're 3 millimeter S word.
3 millimeter S word. Boy, the difference between 3 and 4 is, it seems extravagant, doesn't it? Like, I feel like it's a huge difference. How much are these?
They're for $10.
$10. This is YCT7.
Labradorite.
Anybody got any more requests? You can see Andrew's he's stretching for requests, y'all.
Wow.
He's asking you for stuff. What do y'all want? Let me put 4 away. 4 is sold. Maybe I can get creative with the 3 millimeter bicones in different colors, says Vicky.
Well, I have more 3 millimeter if you want.
This is 3 millimeter, about 140 of them for 10. Oh, that has sold out. 6 has sold out a few times. I think we've only got one of those though. Yep. 5 is still available though. 5 is the only thing on the table still available. Thank you all for grabbing stuff today. Looks like people are liking the S word, so you may as well keep going with those. Multiple people have been trying to grab those. Marianne says, I think 4 millimeter S word is small, so 2 millimeter must be teensy. Yeah, and those were 3 millimeter, and they looked so small to me.
That's not really a common size, I don't think.
What, 2? Yeah.
It's so small, it's like a thin coating over the hole.
Right. And remember, if you're new here, we never tell you if you've got things unless you ask us. What you buy is your own business, but if you want to know if you got something, you can ask and I'll let you know. I'll check the email for you. Diane says 2 millimeter is great for spacers.
That's awfully tiny.
Suzanne says 3 millimeter is the smallest I go. Yeah, I can't imagine working with it. I mean, 2 millimeter would be tiny. But they'd be pretty as spacers, you're right. Let me see. What else do I have here? Some more vintage check. People seem to be liking these. YCT8. Are these vintage check flowers? $4 for the strand. This is in that beautiful cranberry kind of red. And these are approximately 8.5 millimeters. Diane says they are the same as seed beads for size. Yeah, that's small for S word. Marion says, I would rather use microfaceted gemstones if I am going to go that small. It just depends what you're working on, right? Crystal would give a nice bling if you're using it between spacers for sure. Okay, let me make sure here. 5 is still available and 8 is still. Nobody wants the flowers. Well, we won't do any more flowers then. Y'all don't like the flowers. Let's see what I got. Come on, let go. Let go, my ego.
If it doesn't sell, that's all right.
If it doesn't sell, that's all right. All right, YCT9 are these check glass faceted rondelles. That's a big strand of those. That's an 8-inch strand. Beautiful colors. Kind of that blue, green, clear. And these are 8mm faceted rondelles. Sorry, everybody. Gotta trying to delete comments and block a user here. Doesn't want to do it.
Is it spam?
Yeah. Let's see. Hopefully, well, we could delete the comment. I don't know if we could block the user. We might have to delete some more.
We can.
It wouldn't work. It just spun and spun and spun and then gave up. We might have to do it from Facebook. Susan says, I find really tiny beads difficult to work with. My eyeballs start hurting after a while. Oh, it did block them. Yep. Thank you. Good to see. Funky pearls, like the nubby ones. Looking for more funky pearls. This is YCT9. More funky pearls. We'll have to see what we can find. Let me see if I've got it here. Let's do these. People want these small things for spacers. This might be nice. YCT10. These were $30. We'll do them for $25 a strand. You've got 10 strands at least here. These are 3mm dyed ruby rounds. And I think these are 12. Let's see how long these strands are. There's one that's wrapped around all of them, making it difficult here. These are 14, about 14-inch strands. Beautiful dyed rubies. These are 3mm, $25 a strand. YCT10. Actually, they come up to be about 2.5mm. Yeah, 2.5 to 3mm. And they're really pretty. Beautiful color. Beautiful rubies. YCT10. There's about 10 strands available or so. I'll count if we get that close to selling them all. Anybody else have anything that they're looking for? Let us know in the comments, y'all. Let us know. Let us know. Keep those comments coming. And if we didn't find what you're looking for, keep requesting. If you have something from last night we didn't find, keep it coming. Let us know again. These are really pretty. I do actually have a number of these. 1, 2, 7 of these available. YCT11 are these. Look how pretty those are. That kind of amber glass with the blue Picasso on the edge. And they're vintage Czech. These are about 5.5 millimeters by about 6 millimeters. And I love these. I didn't even know we had these. Really pretty. $8 a strand, 7 strands available. Vintage Czech. YCT 11. Y'all still out there? It got quiet. It's got quiet, y'all. For Total Request Live. CT12.
There's some pearl.
Some pearl.
Did you go and show that?
Show what?
The Jonquil?
Not
3
yet.
millimeter?
Not yet. You were just bringing me the pearls.
I just brought you that like a minute ago.
Well, I just finished doing that other one. Are we doing these for 10 too? Same as the other ones? No, the Jonquil.
Like you, last time those can be 10.
Okay. Hello, Michelle. We sold one of the YCT11s. Thank you so much. This is YCT12, the Jonquil S-Word Crystal, 3 millimeter. You said there's about 140 in here?
Yeah.
About 140 of them in there. YCT12, $10. Suzanne is culling books and listening. It's good to go through the books, right?
No.
YCT13. How much you want on these pearls? Let's see here. These are pretty cool.
Maybe 16.
That's a good deal. It's a really good deal. We just sold the 12. Thank you so much. And let me put some stuff away here. Well, the 12 can go away. Nobody wants the 5. We'll put that away. That's those double AB tulips. Andrews said that's all right. He will take those back. He's happy to reabsorb that. These other flowers, the cranberry colored, nobody wants those. The 8s, we'll put those back in here. Vicky says, I got quiet because my boss wanted me to work a little since I'm at work. Don't get in trouble, everybody. Invite your boss in. Let them.
No, that's how you don't get to play.
Start your boss into the wonderful world of jewelry making. All right.
Watching you.
They're going to be so happy that you got them into such a wonderful hobby. Is that how that works? YCT13. Somebody asked for some more funky pearls. I don't know if these are funky enough, but they're pretty cool. They're not like the nubbin ones, but they're very different. I like the long stick pearls like this. These are some of my favorite kinds of pearls. And so we've got one strand of those. They are approximately about 9 millimeters or so, and the length varies. This is 28.2 for that one, for example.
take that rubber band off, it's staining them.
I don't think that's what's staining them. I think there's a little bit of something on them,
Well,
but that comes right off. It's a little bit of, there's a little bit of paint or something on the one. I don't know what it is. We had a few strands of those at one point that were like that.
all right.
Sandra says, I have the YCT 13. They are lovely. Great price as always.
I don't have any more requests. I'm all caught up.
And let's see, Andrew's all caught up. I got some hands here. YCT 14. How much for the hands? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them for $2. YCT. Oh, we just sold 13. Thank you so much. And we have these hands. Owls, says Kimberly. Hands. YCT 14. We've got 8 hands here for $2. Charms. Susan says, I think I have a strand like 13. They are funky and fabulous. And 13 is sold out. Thank you for saying so. Put 13 away. So nobody else gets tempted. Marianne, what did Mary say? Said darn bosses, although he isn't wrong. And now looking for 10 millimeter faceted lapis. Sandra. Don't have that one. You know, our lapis supply is pretty low right now because some people grab up our lapis, which we're thankful for.
I think I have another 13. I don't know if this is the same or not.
Oh, somebody just tried to grab 13 again. So if you've got another one, we can make that.
If this is close enough or not. It has that stain on it though.
Yeah, these are from the same selection. And this thing comes on, I just need to wipe them down. I don't know what it is. It's like it got a little bit of paint on them or something, but it comes right off. So we do have 13. So that both both people got 13. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Any other requests, y'all? Owls, 10 millimeter lapis, faceted. Anything we haven't gotten to? People were buying up the bicones. People like those.
I don't like to do it because it takes so long to count everything.
Yeah, it does. Take a long time to count it.
Why I'm not.
So- He said that's why that's the end.
Could be more. I don't know. We'll see.
Let's see. Says. All right, let's do another one of these to fill the time until somebody requests some more stuff. Or it's time for me to leave, which is another thing too. I got to keep an eye. It's 4:30 right now.
No requests. No requests.
Not other than the owls and the lapis so far. No more requests. YCT 15 are these, the same shape as 11, but in the green. Beautiful color.
Like if you request that and then you like wait for me to fill the request, then it's kind of like not ideal.
Yeah, just throw things out there. Don't wait for Andrew to find it. Keep throwing out requests, everybody.
Otherwise, it's just not. I don't. It doesn't really work that way.
The bigger the selection he has to choose from and look for, the more fun and more exciting it is for us to look.
Yeah, because otherwise it's me like digging and digging and digging, and then maybe I find it, maybe I don't. So you don't get that like dopamine hit when you actually find it.
Right?
And like if you request something and I say you don't have it, and then you like change the wording slightly, it's just it's pretty much not gonna I'm not gonna be able to find it. Because if I find something similar, I'll bring it up. But but maybe people are tired. I don't know.
Well, we always know that the afternoon shows are always a little bit on the slower side.
No, we did. It seemed like a while ago they were more popular than the evening one.
Oh yeah?
I thought so.
Emerald green pearls, real or glass, says Marianne.
More blue.
Diane says, how about posting Andrew's favorites?
Yeah, we do that all the time.
I was gonna say that's like our normal shows. Every time we pull things for a live, it's always our favorite of that day, like of that batch. Suzanne says, I really appreciate the crosses you found yesterday that I was able to get. Yeah. We like when we can find stuff for people. This is YCT16. $8 for 8 of these vintage check.
It makes that fun.
I think these are so cool. It's such an odd shape.
My favorites for today.
These are Andrew. He did give me these. He did tell me to show you these. We got a request in email: miscellaneous metal stampings or sari silk. We definitely have sari silk around. If people are interested in sari silk.
There you go.
Andrew's like, here, I can't even show this. It's like, we've got a whole basket of sari silk. Let's see.
To do by color. Otherwise, it wouldn't be there for a year.
Yeah, anybody want a particular color of sari silk? Oh, we just sold 16. Thank you so much. I'll take that away to make some room. Kimberly says, look at those fall colors of sari. I know, right? Fall colors, orange, red. Okay. Well, let's see what we got here for y'all. YCT17. Sari silks are $6 a strand. And let's see, I'm not always going to know how many strands we have but I'm going to say we have at least 5 of this color. YCT17 is this one. Let me put away some of this stuff that hasn't sold yet. The rubies are still available. I don't think we sold any of the rubies, surprisingly. I love these rubies. I don't know why people resist the rubies. All right.
That cheap too.
Yeah, $25 a strand. Or did you just put somewhere?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
What else do you want? I think also, it's kind of um rainy and drizzly outside, and like it's a low energy.
Andrew's feeling the low energy today.
Yeah, I have a little bit of a headache, so it's not conducive to if there's not enough energon.
I know. How long is the strand? I always forget how long we do these. They're all the same.
I thought they were 2 meters.
I think they're 6 feet, 2 meters. Let me look.
Just measure.
Oh, I do have a thing here, don't I? One. They're at least 2 meters. This one's a little bit over 2 meters.
So we had them, they're all hand dyed. They're from a woman who I used to work with, and she did them all hand dyed, and they were zero waste. So what she would do is sometimes when you dye stuff, you end up with a lot of extra dye, and there's like a lot of waste that goes into that. So she would do it in a way that there was no waste. But unfortunately, she got sick, so she wasn't able to make them do these anymore. And so at one point, I bought up all the stuff that she had left. And so that's how we have it still.
Yeah, and those prices have not changed in about 10 years.
And she hasn't, I don't think she makes it anymore. She had a shop at one point, it was so cute. And then when she got sick, it just went downhill everything. So but she was really how you call it, she used to import all these different saris, and it was kind of a big deal. And so she was kind of one of those people, probably in 2008 when there was the big housing crisis. There was a big move away from precious metals and more mixed media stuff, which I feel like we're kind of going back to now. But so she was really kind of on the kind of cutting edge of that, because I think she went to fashion school, and then was like, did it for her own designs, and she would like knit and crochet with it. And we've always had this in the shop in some way. I think your mom made a bunch of scarves incorporating it.
Mm-hmm.
These are what you call selvage edges. So the edges are rough. So some of it you have to trim. We did have some that were stitched on the edges, but I don't know where that would be even. And so there you go.
There you go. So I'm just putting them up here. I'm pulling like 3 of each. Most of these. We might have more if we go above and beyond that. So far, we haven't sold more than 3 of any of them.
And we used to do them on little cards, and had this little thing, and it had a little write up about sari silk and all that stuff. But then what we realized is people just throw it on the trash. So it's like, what was the point of like going all this trouble? So we started selling it in these little bundles.
Yeah.
And then there were these really beautiful bangles. I don't know if y'all remember Karen Cotton. She used to be a really prominent jewelry designer in like the art the DIY scene, and she did ceramics, and then her daughter used to use dyed sari silk all the time, and she made these really beautiful designs. Like she wrapped these like cups. So she'd wrap these like cups and then put wire and beads on top of it. And they had these beautiful kind of like organic kind of a little bit rustic vibe. Anna, I don't know if she's watching, but she does these ones that look like little cocoons. Um, and she'd wrap the little wire with it and make these little bundles, and those are super cute. There's an artist named Kathy Van Cleek, and she braids and I don't know what the word is for making cord. She does cord making. And so when she was doing stuff, there's this like thing from the Bible. She's not real like Bible lady, but again, I don't know how she got into it, but um there's um there's this thing about the mustard seed in the Bible. And so and maybe she was making it for somebody, I can't remember, but then she would wrap the seeds with the silk and then make little bundles. And then I forgot what she had, but she put the fenugreek seeds in, and they made these little slider charms that would slide up and down on chain. And the seeds were stitched in, so it was a way of incorporating another element into the work. You couldn't really see them, but they were there.
Those colors would make a nice scarf, says Marianne.
And then I've done kumihimo with these.
It's really great for kumihimo.
I don't know where any of my jewelry is. Oh, it's behind you. Is that one necklace there? That's not it. Maybe I sold it. Or, no, I know where it
You
is.
did the silver end caps on it, right?
It's somewhere in this pile.
Okay, this is a finished edge one. I only got 2 of these.
And then what else do people want? That's it?
Somebody sent an email for chrome diopside, blue chalcedony 12 millimeter freeform drilled in the middle vertical, or tanzanite 4 millimeter faceted round or rondelle.
You're gonna need to go slower.
Chrome diopside, blue chalcedony 12 millimeter freeform drilled in the middle or vertical.
Drilled in the middle or vertical?
Or tanzanite 4 millimeter faceted round or rondelle.
So here is this. That's kind of something you can do with it. I made tassels. I can't find that one. I made a bunch of tassels. This was made with a bullet. The bullet casing, when they fire it, that's what's left over. So I drilled a hole and then put a wire. So first you bend the pieces of stuff over, and you make what I do is I take it. I don't know. Do you have a loose one? Here. So I take it like this, and I wrap it around however much you want it to be thick. And then you take the wire and you wire it up and you make it real tight. So you have to make sure you get a real nice tight thing. And then you cut it. And then when you stick it up the hole, it compresses it. and then you can kind of do like with the scissors and give it a little bit of haircut and make it at different levels. This one has eyelash yarn. That's what all them frillies are. And there's organza ribbon. I think I did that for a sample for a little whatever we used to do. Tuesday tutorial.
Let me see here. Ooh, there's a pretty color. I don't know if I've got more of that one. Let's see. Inky. All right. And let's see here. All right. And then I only have one of this one. This is 25. One of the deep purple, really pretty. And then I have 3 of, come on, paper. This one, this kind of inky blue gray. So that's 26.
This.
Try that, yeah. How much is that one?
16.
16. And it's got 2 of these ones. These are a patterned one. And that is YCT 27. Are those? Got another patterned one. I've got 2 of these. YCT 28. Is this one? I'm gonna move that up here. YCT 29. Let's see what I have here. Okay. Actually, I just found one more. This one. And then I have 3 of this one. This is another finished edge. This is 29. There's a little bit of red in that. It's just from
Looking around the other ones.
stitched in. It got stitched
It
in.
did?
Yeah, it actually got stitched in. I thought it was just from being around the others, but most of them don't have that. Just that one. And then I have one, it looks like of this one stitched in. Huh?
I love those. Some of those they're raw silk. So it's got a little bit more of the texture and it's a little bit thicker.
So that is YCT 30.
All right.
Okay, now I'm gonna move on to.
Did y'all get any of that, or is he just doing that for fun?
No, there's a lot.
Oh, good.
Yeah, a lot of people are requesting. I'm just not calling them out because we haven't, I don't think, sold 3 of anything or up to the number. But I am going to start putting these away so that I can make room. Some big bags. Okay, 17, one last call. And if we do sell out of any of these, I will try to see if I can find more. Sometimes we have more than what I can find during the show real quick. The pattern reminds me of your pinch bowls, William. Yeah, sometimes, right? Give me some ideas for some patterns. I've been running out of ideas for patterns for my bowls. Trying to look places for ideas.
You need an idea book.
I do need an idea book. I need to turn one of my books, my many, many journals, into an idea book. This is 18.
Yes. Yesterday's Abishans. And I found some
19.
So anyway, what are y'all up to? Because otherwise, it feels like I'm sitting in silence.
Don't sit in silence. Talk to people. Well, I'm trying to organize this.
Saying.
They're not saying anything yet. YCT 20. Marion says, thought of X's and O's. I did do one with X's and O's. I had an X's and O's. I think I just did one that way. I need to run and get some other bags, I think. This is, oops. String keeps, this is 21. Suzanne's heading to go teach. Have a good night, everyone. Have a good night, Suzanne. Have a good time teaching. And Marianne says, I'm actually thinking of a nap.
Yeah, because it's so quiet here.
It's 22. Yeah, we've sold a bunch of these. Thank you all for grabbing those. I didn't call them out because I was just trying to find colors for y'all. This is 23. But we have sold a bunch of these. If you want other colors in Sari Silk, let me know. We do still have more colors. But kind of getting tired of showing the Sari Silk for a moment. Let me go get more big bags. Oh wait, here's a few. $24. Everybody have any plans for this weekend? Anybody doing anything fun? What are we doing this weekend? Work. I'll be at the store. 25. Did we sell it? We did sell it at 25. That's only one of those available.
I'm gonna have 2 people signed up for my class, so I don't know if it's gonna even run.
Oh,
Which is fine.
that's kind of sad, but
I'm not. If it run, I think what it is it got added pretty last minute.
with the
and-
descriptions,
And I haven't really seen any of them promote it.
I really didn't either.
You know, unless you follow their Eventbrite and are looking, I don't know if you would naturally see it.
Yeah, sometimes I think I don't see it on their social media as much.
She said she might try to push it on social media But I really haven't seen it, so which is okay, I guess.
I mean, it's kind of a shame, but also I think you could use a break.
Uh-huh. And it was listen, we have to make stuff for the Halloween Texas Fest thing that we're doing.
Yeah.
So I'm not super upset about it if it doesn't run. If it does run, I hope that they don't surprise me right before with like 10 people.
10 people. Yeah, because you're not going to have the stuff.
We'll have it, but it's gonna cut into my stuff that I use for myself.
Yeah.
And so that is a little bit hard sometimes.
Yeah, you probably should write them back and be like, that's okay if you have to cancel it.
I talked to her.
Okay.
But they also got a new person, and so the new person used to work there before. But I kind of feel like sometimes, it takes a minute for people to get back in the swing of things.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay, let's see here. Diane's looking for blue, purple, pink, etc. colors. Okay, well, let's do these because we had some requests for this stuff or similar to this stuff. This is blue chalcedony. I don't know if this is quite what you're looking for, but this is what we've got right now. These are irregular nuggets. They are vertically drilled, center vertical. It's pretty close, I think, to what you were looking for. $16 for the strand, one strand available, and that strand is a 16-inch strand. The nuggets on this are about 9.5 by 16.5. And then, oh, Andrew's pulling out the big guns on this one too. Oh no, Diane says, unfortunately, I can't make the creative make along. Neighbors are having a Halloween party that night. Well, that's fun. You're still hanging out with friends. That'll be nice for you to hang out.
if you get bored of them, you can always jump on.
Right? We have these Andrew's secret stash of these beautiful matte blue chalcedony with the matrix nuggets. Tumbled matte. I love these so much. $50 for the strand on these. And these are approximately 14 by 21 on that one. And then YCT33. This is $45. 32 are neat, says Marianne, aren't they? Oops, what am I doing here? I need that paper. Give me that paper. YCT33 are the blue chalcedony vertically drilled faceted beauties. And that's the strand of those. That's the blue chalcedony with the matrix, but in faceted polished form. $45 on those. And I ran out of paper. Let me make some more papers.
What number are you on?
I'm on 34 coming up. And I haven't even gotten to the labradorite cabochons. YCT34. We've sold 31. Thank you so much. YCT34 coming up.
Ooh, Diane Hockey is posting some super dang cute stuff.
You're going to get everybody to go over there.
Well, do it after. Well, it's most of the claims, so.
Yeah, her stuff claims so quick. We barely get stuff to sell in the store of hers anymore because it always sells so
Too
quick.
busy.
These are the polished version. So these were the matte. These are kind of the polished, bigger stones. Look at that beautiful blue chalcedony in the matrix. Really deep color in these. $60 for the strand. Only one strand available from Andrew's personal collection. Look at that. Oh, these are so pretty.
There are actually a few things left.
Those are YCT 34.
You can tell times is tough when it's not sold out instantly.
Diane says, do the cool colors of Sorry tomorrow night. Maybe you will see. What are we gonna do? All right. How much for these cabochons?
They're $10 each.
All of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the carved ones are 10, and then how many smooth ones are there?
Two smooth, two different sizes.
They're worth it.
Yeah, they are.
I just got a really good deal on like
YCT.
try.
So $10 each. Okay. Beautiful cabochons. Diane says that's gorgeous. Isn't that a gorgeous strand? That is an amazing strand. Like, I don't even know where he got that one from or when he got that.
Don't worry about it.
Because it is, look at the blue. Look at the color. It's like a stormy blue.
It's almost a little bit lavender.
Yeah, it is. That's really pretty. And I love it when it's with this matrix like this, with that beige color, the browns. But look how stormy. Oh, yeah, that's a really pretty. Ooh, look at that one. That one you can like see inside. They're so pretty. Okay, anyway. YCT 35 is this labradorite cabochon. They are flat backed.
Oh, I just got invited to teach at another craft school.
Oh, nice.
This one may be a close craft school.
Oh, yeah. These are about 28 and a half
I'm ever teaching there.
by 36 and a half. Oh, yeah?
Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Where is it? Can't say yet.
Yeah, I haven't even signed the contract.
YCT 36 is this smaller but beautiful labradorite cab. Flat backed again, $10. This is 21 and a half by about 20, we'll say 30. Marian says, close to home is thumbs up.
Sometimes it's nice to be able to travel and see the world.
Yeah, it's nice when we can travel a little bit.
That would be nice. It is nice though when I can sleep in my own bed.
Yeah.
I don't know if I will if I stay on campus.
That one is sold.
But sometimes it's easier to stay there. But also I don't always get the good sleep when I am traveling and have to sleep in
Odd places.
uh-huh.
It's always nice to sleep in your own bed.
Sometimes their bed is nice.
Okay, YCT 37.
I can't remember where we went, but the bed was so comfortable. And
When we were in Baltimore that time, that bed was really nice.
I don't remember where we were, but there was one of the
You were like,
beds.
write them and ask where they got their bed.
Oh, because there was one. It's
It's
like
like-
I got the first like good night sleep.
Yeah, like we passed out in that bed. That was Baltimore, I think, and they had the closet through to the bathroom in that room.
That was my office.
Yeah, that was your office. You would go in there at night and close the door in there.
One would be sleeping, and I would go in there and I would work in
Yep.
the closet.
And this is YCT 38.
I know some of y'all do the seed beating, so this would be good.
These are flat backed, hand carved cabs. I didn't measure this one. Sorry, y'all. 37 and 38 are very similar, but they're hand carved, so we did them separately.
And if you don't, you can always get a glue on bale and just glue that on, and there you go.
These are about 22 by 25. And just to give you the size on this one, that's just about 22 again by about 26 and a half, a little bit bigger. And then YCT 39, $10. These are really good prices on these. This is a little coin. Look at that. Look at how beautiful. Marian says the hand carved ones are gorgeous. This is about 26 millimeters.
I was hoarding them.
Yeah, I didn't know we had these.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, we just sold 34. That's this one. Thank you so much. Andrew might be a little sad that that one's leaving his collection. We appreciate that.
I'll be sturdy.
You'll be sturdy.
At least I'll try.
And then I'm on 39. I got one more thing. Andrew, you got one more thing to make it to 40?
How about do these? These are Paula Radke.
How much are those?
They're $9 each.
$9 each.
That's vintage Paula Radke.
YCT 40. $9 each. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them available.
So if you don't know her, she's an artist out of Morro Bay in California and works with acrylic glass. And really you have to see them on their side. Because if you see them like from the butt end of the bead, it doesn't, it's not gonna not necessarily do it.
We just sold 39. That's the hand carved coin one. Coin cab, coin shaped. Thank you so much. And let me move these over and I'll show you these Paula Radke.
There's probably more expensive around.
These are $9 each. Look at that beautiful color. Show you another one.
You want to do all the colors? You have enough time to do all the colors.
How many colors we got? I got about 20 minutes.
All right, here you go.
I forgot we had more of these.
Don't worry about that.
YCT 41, $9 each, 4 of them available.
And one of the things I like about these is that they have a nice small hole. And sometimes with the lamp work, the hole is like jumbotron. And it can make your, like if you have regular like beading wire and stuff, sometimes it can be flop around on the beading wire. But this one remind me of mermaids. Wow. There you go.
Yeah, we're going to show you them all up close a little bit, everybody, once I get them all out here for y'all.
And then whatever doesn't fall, I'm gonna keep.
Yeah, these are going to be Andrew's stash.
Just staying.
Probably never to be shown again.
Don't worry about it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of those available. YCT 43, $9 each. 2, 4, 6 of those available.
Yeah, she used to have a line that go around her booth.
Susan wants to see 37 up close. That's this one.
And this is the last color. They kind of look like Basha beads.
They do kind of. Diane says, love Paula's beads.
I bet if you put them in some acid etch, they look just like Basha beads.
Oh, yeah.
Because Basha, her name is Barbara Metzinger. She's, I don't know if she's still making beads. I don't even know if she's still alive. But she tried to make beads inspired by ancient Roman beads or Roman glass and would use this dichro. And so they would do the ones that have the black core are kind of like a Basha bead.
That was 41, y'all. This is 42.
And really these ones, they look the best on the side. Like if you look at from the top, it's kind of like, but if you look at from the side, that's where you see the dichro.
Mhm.
And what I like about these is that they're dichro, but they're not
This is 43.
like they're shiny and pretty, but they're not like overly. You know how sometimes with dichro it can just be like a little too much.
Yeah.
You feel like you're at like a drag queen show. These ones I think they're very like tastefully. There's like enough that there's
This is
bling,
44.
but it's not so much that it's like overwhelming.
Ooh, 44. These are really pretty. We've sold 4 of 40. There's 6 of those left. We've sold 4 of 42. So there's 6 of those left so far. Thank you so much. And I just want to show you these kind of together so you can see the color difference.
One's more of like a teal, and one is more like a cobalt.
They're hard to tell, but this one's more cobalt. These have more teal in them.
It's a little bit more of a greeny blue. I'm trying desperately to finish one of the sculptures for this show. And they're like hounding my ass to get the pictures in. I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't beat any faster.
Yeah, there's only so fast you can seed bead, right?
I mean, it doesn't help that we watched this show, the Emily and Emily or whatever it's called.
Emily in Paris.
And they got that hot French dude.
And it's partially in French, so you got to watch the subtitles.
I know, and then they don't translate. And I'm like, can we listen to the dub version?
Susie says, I'm running out to sheets. Can I get you and Andrew anything?
No.
I'm good, Susie. Thank you. I have to run to class soon anyway.
They're gonna be running past sheets anyhow.
Yeah.
I think I'm actually gonna go home.
Are you?
So I can finish that sculpture.
Oh, we've sold all 4 of 41. Thank you so much. Andrew's a little sad about that one.
That's all right.
He's like, oh, there's some of the other ones left at least, right? So I'll take those away. And I think that's going to be it for today, right? We got to 44. That's a good number to leave off on, I think.
Well, I'm not gonna show you these. Or maybe I'll show you.
He's going to tease them.
Do you think I should tease it?
What is it? I don't even know. Oh,
The babies?
I don't know. Maybe
I don't know to.
you might want those.
I'm gonna use them.
And I didn't give you the size on these. They're mostly around 12 millimeters. Yeah, they're about 12 millimeter beads. They do vary because this is like 13 because they're hand done. They're about 12 millimeter beads. All right. Anybody else have any questions before we sign off, y'all?
No more requests.
No more requests. Requests are done for now. Thank you all for hanging out with us.
I don't know if we'll do another total request or if we'll do something else tomorrow.
We did have requests for some of the other Sorry Silk colors tomorrow, so I can do that. I can get that together at least and have that, whether we do total request or not.
We'll see.
We'll see, says Andrew. But tomorrow's what, Thursday?
You mean none of them blue ones sold?
So far, none of 43 have sold and none of 44 have sold. Those are kind of some of the prettiest. Talk about like
The teal.
going with like lapis together. Ooh. Or apatite.
It's like if you looked at the Earth with Aurora Borealis.
Yeah. They're not showing up on camera as much. These are definitely more teal, and these are definitely more of a deep blue.
That's all right. Don't sell it too hard.
Don't sell it too hard, he says. All right,
I'll
y'all.
keep it, and then y'all gonna be like, "Where'd you get that?" And say, "I don't know."
I don't know. Never showed those before.
The secret. Did the blue one, the purple one sell? The lavender one?
These 4 of them have sold.
Okay.
4 of the 10. 4 of the 10 of these have sold.
Don't push it too hard.
Okay. Well, we won't push it too hard then. Susan says, I think I got a pair similar to 40 during a D-stash long ago.
Maybe. I've been collecting her work for probably, I don't know how long.
Diane says, I have a lot of Paula's beads.
How long have I been beading? I don't know. Since the beginning. She used to do the same shows that I did, so we would see each other all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then she is real good friends with Jill McKay. And so we used to all hang out back in the day.
Nice.
And she's real good friends with Bob Burkett. If you ever can find it, I don't know if you would even, I don't even know how you would even look for this, but he did some vessels.
Bob did?
And he used some of her beads in that
Ooh.
closure.
That would be pretty.
And I was always like, oh, I'll just get them next time. I'll just get next time. I'll just get next time. And then
there wasn't a next time.
now because he stopped making them.
Yep.
And then that was it. And they were like $100, which was like a steal even back then.
Oh, we just sold one of the 44s. Thank you so much. I think that's a new name. I should say, if you are new, we didn't mention that. If you are new to purchasing from us, please make sure you send us your shipping address at the end. Just send us another email with your shipping address, and we will, that way I can make sure we get that on file for you. And we do invoice via Square. So normally I invoice right after the shows, but because I'm heading off to my pottery class, I will invoice for all of this stuff tonight. So we will get an invoice later tonight. All right. All right. It's time. I got to go, everybody. So thank you all so much for hanging out with us today. We really, really do appreciate it and all the support. It's going to help us stock some money away for when we head off to our trip, which is exciting. It's coming up fast. And we will see you back here tomorrow with who knows what, something else. It's always a mystery with us, right? We'll see you then, everybody, around 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Have a great one, everyone.
See ya.
Bye now.